It's travel day! So we are headed over to the airport. I'll give you more details after I get there. All right, see you soon. All right, it was a mad dash. Thank God I upgraded my seat. So I got the expedited bags and then I had TSA Precheck, otherwise I wouldn't have made it. So now we're almost to the gate. We're heading to Orlando. I'll give you more details later on. We're in first. So we've landed in Orlando. You feel the humidity coming off the plane. It was a good flight. Smooth. Seemed quick. First time really experiencing airplane food. It was actually pretty yummy. I had the omelet that had ricotta and avocado in it, which I'm not even huge on avocado, but it was good. But that watermelon that they had was very good. And even the croissant was really good. I don't know, maybe I was just hungry, but it tasted pretty good to me. Our cabin crew was great, Tyler. So, yeah, overall, good flight. So I haven't really told you guys what we're doing. So I'm actually on a kind of a combo trip. So work and pleasure. So came in a couple days early for the conference. We're staying at Wilderness Lodge, so we're going over to get our bags, and then I booked Sunshine Flyer, but then I got merged with Mears, so we're on Mears, which we've done before. So yeah, I'll say a little bit more later on.
Please stand clear of doors and hold on to the handrails. The shuttle will be departing momentarily for the main terminal. You will be arriving on the third level of the main terminal building. Baggage claim is on level 2.
Hello, this is Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer. If you're a resident of Central Florida, I want to welcome you home. If you're visiting our property, welcome to the We want to assure you of health and welfare.
All right, Melissa here. I found that I had an audio issue, so I have to do voiceover for the first time, so hopefully this goes okay for us. So we're doing a room tour, so we walk in, we're at the Wilderness Lodge. So you have your thermostat. Open that up, you got your hangers, your luggage rack, extra pillow and blanket. More hangers on this side. And over here we got our steamer safe, some shelving. Then here we have our mugs, cups, our Keurig pods, disposable coffee cups, ice bucket, Keurig. Down here we have our beverage cooler. There's a little backlight here, Bambi. You have an adjoining room. There's your door. Over here we have the bathroom. This beautiful little feature there. We still have H2O products. We got our lotion, our hand soap, our makeup mirror, normal mirror, some art. We got a dual shower head. You do have to pull this door pretty hard to get it open. And then you got your clothesline there. And then this lights up. I was pretty amused by this. Very beautiful. You can dim it. Huh. You're probably thinking I'm just way too enthralled with this feature. But it also has a side on the back. We'll see. Very cool. So there it is on this side, and you can turn it on. It can come on very brightly, so you can dim that down. Then you have a little mirror, your phone, remote, big lamp. It's got some USB plugs in the front there, safety information. We have a king size bed, large TV. Got your USB plugs, remote plugs, dresser, some Paul Bunyan. That's a little table with another table underneath it. Lots of lighting in this room. And then over here we have our end table, Bible, reading lamp. There's also a overhead light, which that switch turns on there. So then it's up there at the top. We got a little Chip and Dale there in the wall. 2 window sections. And we have a little balcony. I don't remember having booked a balcony, so I'm not sure if I was supposed to have that. But when I was checking in, she said, I'm going to add a little extra pixie dust to your magic band. So I don't really know what that meant. So I don't know if we got a room upgrade. Not a great view, but it smelled very yummy. We must have been close to one of the restaurants here. And then off there, you can sort of see the monorail going into the Contemporary. Another little chair there. Yep, so it's a pretty good room. Wish there was a microwave in there, but there's one down at Roaring Fork, so that's all right. So the lobby is right outside of my door. We're on the 6th floor. So I'm going to unpack. Let me tell you about the plan. So I'm here at Wilderness Lodge. I'm here in Orlando for a conference. The welcome is Sunday, and then the classes start Monday and Tuesday. We're actually going to switch over to the Renaissance Sea World for that half of the trip, so make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So tonight we're going to Wine Bar and George. My first time going there. So I'm excited for that. We're doing the Epcot After Hours event. I tried to book a couple of the After Hours events with it being late July, early August, so it's very hot. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be going to Magic Kingdom. It's going to eat at Cinderella's Royal Table. I didn't figure that was one the boys would want to do, so I was going to do that on my own. We're going to Typhoon Lagoon for the first time and doing the H2O event at night. Saturday's going to be really nice because we don't have anything until Typhoon Lagoon, so it's going to be mostly a resort day. So it's going to be a very nice, relaxing day. Sunday at checkout, I'm going to store my bags to Animal Kingdom. I also have a reservation for Artist Point here at Wilderness Lodge, Storybook Dining. I'm hoping to actually move that to Saturday, but we'll see. I might not move it, but we'll see. I also have a reservation for the one that's here. The one they tease you a little bit. It's Roaring Fork. Or no, sorry. It is Whispering Canyon Cafe. Where I had a really good Mears Connect driver, Candor. Very knowledgeable, giving all kinds of facts while we were on the ride, here on the left and things. It was very quick for Mears this time. Last time we took it, we had to wait forever. So they got me right on one of the little vans. It was going to all the resorts over here in this area. Contemporary, Grand Floridian. So yeah, it was a great ride. I had originally had booked the Sunshine Flyer. Let's try Sunshine Flyer because the Mears experience before wasn't great, and they were the same price right now. They had a sale going on right now because normally Sunshine was more expensive. So I can't get an Uber for that cheap. And a few days before I come, the merger happened between Mears and Sunshine Flyer. So I ended up still being with Mears. They did good though. I think that's all I have to tell you guys for now. I'm gonna unpack, put my medicine in the fridge. The food on the plane, as I mentioned before, was pretty good, but maybe I was just hungry. Gonna have lunch here at the hotel. So I'll take you guys along. So I don't think I told you guys, but this is adults only trip. So the boys aren't with me. So it's just a mom Melissa trip. So this is my first time doing a Disney trip without them. I've done conference stuff without them before, but this is my first time at Disney without them. It's kind of weird. Not having to wait for their stuff on the luggage carousel and them not just coming in and flopping down right on the bed. So it's a little bit weird, but I'm excited, a little nervous. So you won't see the boys. Ashton had band camp this week. I was going to bring them, but with band camp starting, wasn't able to, and I didn't think it was fair to bring the one without the other. So it's just a neat trip. But I'm excited for a little solitude. They've been home with me all summer. I work from home, so I'm ready for a little me time. But that's why you won't see the boys. So right out of my room has a look right down into the lobby. Very beautiful. You can kind of hear Whispering Canyon a little bit, but I can't from inside the room. All right, so I got the smoked turkey sandwich, and that came with a side. That's a lot of fries. And I did get the resort refillable mug, ketchup packet. So lunch was good. I still have half my sandwich there. It does have quite a bit of smoke, so if you're not into the smokiness, you might not like that. A lot of fries. So I'll have, half my sandwich for breakfast tomorrow. Got the resort refillable mug. I think it's definitely going to be cost effective on this trip for me. They're good souvenirs as well. Got a little thinking I need to do, and I'm going to go get in the pool. Then later we'll go over to Disney Springs. See you in a little bit. So I took a little time at the pool in the hot tub. It was very nice. Wasn't anyone in the spa, just a couple people. Did make a boo boo. I forgot to put my sunscreen on before going down there. Hopefully, it won't be too bad. Took a shower and then put some aloe on my face. Then I put some sunscreen on. Hopefully, I wasn't out there too long to get too bad. So we'll see. There was a lot of fun, a lot of pool activities going on. I knew all the 101 Dalmatian questions. There were some games the kids were playing where they had like little claw hands and picking things up, and musical dot chairs. It was fun to watch them have fun. The pool is a little bit weird to figure out various parts of it. There's a slide, but I couldn't figure out how to get to the slide. So I didn't go down the slide. So maybe tomorrow, the next day. The hot tub, you have to go out and around. But overall, I've been really impressed with the Wilderness Lodge. We stayed at the Grand California, and I'll put that in the description down below. The arrival day. Very similar. Trying to decide which one I like better. I think I like Wilderness Lodge better. But not by much. Overall, I think this is better than the Grand Californian. So it's been good so far. Watching some Big City Greens. And then head over to Disney Springs. Wine Bar George. Then we'll go over and do the Epcot After Hours event. Trying to decide how I'm going to get to Epcot. They don't have a bus that goes from Disney Springs over to Epcot, as far as I'm aware. So I'm going to have to go to a different resort then to Epcot.
All right, at Disney Springs, just did the little photo pass experience. It's down near World of Disney. It was pretty cool. They took a lot of photos, so we'll see how they turned out. Definitely some magic shots in there. And then there's like different backgrounds they use, so it's kind of a surprise. There's usually like 4 different backgrounds. So now we're off to Wine Bar George.
So this is the raspberry slush drink. It has a much more fancier name. Can't think of it right now, but she gave me a sample of that and the old-fashioned slush. They both were good. If you're not a whiskey fan, don't go with the old-fashioned. Whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready. Thank you. Yeah, it's been many years, but yes.
Okay, so eat it a little warm because if it gets too cold, it gets a little chewy.
Okay.
And obviously, do not touch the black part. It was just on fire and also in the oven, so it's really hot.
All right, awesome. Thank you. All right, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me because I'm right by this air thing. But dinner at Wine Border was good. I liked my drink, and then the takoyaki on fire was good. I would suggest it. It's not like earth-shattering good, so I wouldn't go in with that expectation that you're gonna be blown away. But if you've never had it before, I think you might be a little bit blown away. But if you've had it before, it's pretty standard. There's nothing really different or unique about theirs. My waitress was very good. Her name was Dakota. So, good job, Dakota. Yeah. My boy George, I think, lives up, to the heights. Alright, now we're off to Old Key West to go to Epcot. Right now we're in the King of the Bus. Or Queen of the Bus. Alright, so got our special events wristband. Don't let the line scare you, it goes really quick. I got into the park by like 7:07. Doing the switch from Disney Springs to Old Key West to Epcot was easy. So yeah, I've already rode Spaceship Earth and ran to the bathroom. So now it's about 7:45. So I'm trying to get as much done during these early time and then the event as we can. Got a Fanta banana with assorted candies. She put a lot in there. This was $6. I love Fanta banana slushies. They have them at Dollywood and Universal. They're so good. So it is, I think, around 8:15, and I did test track Spaceship Earth, potty break, got this. I did single rider line for test track, and I waited about 18 minutes when it was posted standby at 50. It's not too bad. I've heard mixed things about the single rider line for test track, but it's always worked out good for me. Soarin'. And this was a walk-on.
But they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems.
So it's 9:16. We've done Spaceship Earth, Test Track, Soarin', Living with the Land, got a Banana
In the
Fanta.
desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun.
After this, we'll go do Nemo, and then Figment, and then that will only leave the big guys for the event.
Rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that will one day become home to the American farm.
And Mission Space, but my heart will not be broken if we don't get to Mission Space. But that could be a option on the way out if there's time. I don't mind it, but it's definitely not a priority. Nobody's in the boat right behind me either.
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects on the need to.
All right, I think I might have took a wrong turn. It's 9:55. I was able to accomplish, we gotta go the other way. I was able to accomplish what I wanted in getting the more minor things out of the way before 10. So now we're gonna head over into Mexico and do Grand Fiesta Tour, which is also, more of a minor, but, and then Frozen, and then Remy, and then Guardians on the way out. So I think we might be able to do it all. We'll see. And if we can get Mission Space in it too. Like I said, I'm willing to sacrifice Mission Space. And then we also, I want to do some of the photo paths, and of course get some, popcorn, ice cream, pop, all the goodies. We'll see. All right, we are done with the Epcot After Hours event. I'm gonna say right off the get that it was worth it. I would have done every single thing except at the end I did Guardians twice, and after that second one I was like, oh, I don't think I can do Mission Space. So I didn't do Mission Space technically, but there would have been time. I could have done it, but my stomach was like, nah. And I've had it at that point. Looks like I'm gonna get wet by the sprinklers. So yes, I think you can do everything at the event, but you gotta go kind of hard. I did have time for photos. I did 3 different photo spots. I got 2 pops, water, and ice cream, which I think the ice cream was a mistake, and a popcorn, but it was the maple popcorn from Canada, which kind of tastes like kettle corn, which wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I was glad I got to try it. So yeah, I think it's totally worth the cost, as long as you're gonna, go hard. I didn't really rest at all, so there was characters around. I didn't stop to see any of them. It was like Mickey and Pluto. It's like, nah, I didn't need to do that. All in all, it was a good night. I am definitely ready to change my clothes and go to bed. So we will see you in the morning. So future me will go into the resource for today's video. Thanks. Hello, a couple quick notes about the Epcot after hour event that I wanted to make sure I told you guys. So I never did officially find out if you can go through the International Gateway to get the band. I'm leaning towards maybe not. You can exit that way. I did see that for sure when I was there. But I think going through the main entrance would be your better bet. But if you're staying in like Boardwalk or any of the resort or the Skyliner hotels, check with the hotel that you're at and see. And then if you find out, let me know in the comments down below. But conflicting things online, so I'm not really sure. So let me know if you guys do find out definitively. And I'm trying to think. I think there was something else I was going to tell you guys. What was it? So you cannot go through like any farther than Norway. So I heard a couple of people say that in vlogs, but they said it kind of weird and I didn't really understand what they meant. So if you are going to Remy, you might actually I can't talk anymore. You might be better off going to Remy first. So if you come through the front, do the stuff you want up there, and then go do Remy, and then you have to come back because that's closed after, like you can't get past France. And then go down and do Grand Fiesta Tour and Frozen. I did it the other way around. I did Grand Fiesta Tour, Frozen, and then kind of double backed to Remy. So I had to kind of walk by what I already walked past, which, I mean, that's fine. I mean, you would have to anyways because you can't exit other than going back the way you came and, going through the middle again. So I guess, either way you're walking back and forth. But that's what you have to do. You go through Canada to get to Remy. There was a few different food places open. So the fish and chips, the Pub and Crown, bar area was open. The Kringla Bakery was open, which I was kind of bummed a little bit about because I love school bread, but I wanted to do the free stuff, so I didn't get it, but I love it. So it kind of made me a little sad. I think those were the main places. There's a little map that does show all the different things that are open and whatnot. Oh, the Connections Cafe was open for a while too. When I went back by there at the end of the night, they were closed, but they were open at the beginning. So I will show that little mappy. I should still have it somewhere, so I'll show you guys that. But overall, it was a great event. Let me know if you have any questions on it. All right, future Melissa here. Thanks everyone for hanging in there. I'm so sorry about the audio issues in this video. Just couldn't be avoided, unfortunately. And I did learn some new skills in the editing software because of it. Most of the videos in this series are going to have some of that audio issues and, different ways of correcting that. So sorry about that, but couldn't be avoided. Hopefully you still found some value and information within the videos. If you have any questions or if anything wasn't clear, please let me know and I'd be happy to work that out with you. So going into the resource for today's video. So on the plane ride, I watched Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I've never read the book. Saw the trailers for it, but didn't know, necessarily too much about it. But I think it's definitely a great movie for anyone to watch. It definitely lets you know a little bit about what preteen, teenage girls kind of go through, some of the crazy things that we hear, what we're told by our friends, and trying to figure it all out. So yeah, it's definitely a good insight into a girl's mind a little bit. So the inspiration came from there. I've never actually heard of this agency or this organization till today, but it's the AAUW, so the American Association of University Women. So they do a lot of different advocacy level work. So economic security, they've been working to try to narrow the gender pay gap, education, equal opportunities in education, advocacy with local, state, federal levels to support laws and policies that ensure women's success. This is kind of interesting. They have fellowships and grants. So they have awarded over $135 million in fellowships and grants to more than 13,000 scholars and organizations in 50 states, DC, Puerto Rico, Guam, and 150 countries. So one of the largest scholarship programs for women in the world, which I've never heard of that before. So that was really interesting. Online and in-person salary negotiation classes. Man, I want to check that out. So yeah, there is like a membership dues and fees from what I've just seen in a quick look. It was about $50 in the database, which I think that was a year, but that could be outdated. So just check into that if that's something that you're interested in. You can donate on their website, of course, but very interesting. So I will have this linked below if this is something of interest to you, or if you want to look into those scholarships. Heck yeah. All right, well, please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.